Hi, beautiful people of the world. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tiana, and today I want to ask you a question. Have you ever had a strong desire for major shifts in your life, for some changes, for positive changes, for a better version of you, a better version of your life, or even a feeling like you want to accomplish your destiny or a calling that you feel so strongly, yet you never seem to do anything about it because you are scared. You are scared of that very thing that you want. So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about my own experience with fear of change, and also towards the end of the video, I'm going to invite you to reflect on your own potential fear of change that you might experience, and also offer some words of encouragement for those who might need them. All right, so as I said, this is about fear of change, fear of that dream that you have, right? So personally, I looked into it and I tried to understand where it came from. And one of the examples that I can give is my childhood. So I had a great childhood, and it was a loving and peaceful childhood. However, I come from a modest background. There is nothing wrong with a modest background, but it's just that for me personally, the way I experienced it was that, we didn't have a TV, we didn't have a radio, we didn't have a lot of things. My parents could not afford a lot of things, and we did not have internet. And I remember I wouldn't even have snacks during the day. I would just have the main courses of the day: breakfast, lunch, dinner. There's nothing wrong with that, but I wouldn't ask my parents for snacks. And I remember even as, a pair of shoes, I would have one single pair of shoes for the entire year for school. And even though the pair of shoes would wear out, I wouldn't dare, or I'd rather say I chose not to ask my parents, because I didn't want to bother them. I didn't want to stress them out. I really felt like they are already stressed out enough when it comes to finance, so I don't want to put more strain on their nervous system. So that became a part of me, that became my identity. And even though things have improved over the years, and later on I went to college and I got a job and I could afford anything, any pair of shoes that I wanted. This is more than just a pair of shoes, by the way, but that was just an example. But it went overboard. It went over other aspects of my life, including my professional life, for example. I remember I wouldn't even ask for a raise because I didn't want to bother my managers. I didn't want to stress them out. I didn't want to put more strain on them, and I didn't want to put more strain on myself, so like I said, it became a part of me, and I became scared of anything beyond that, so yeah, that became a part of me. Another example I could give also is how my parents always always encouraged me to do, to be more than I was. Yet at the same time, while they were encouraging me, they had their own fears. They wanted me to play it safe, and everybody else around me wanted me to play it safe. And so they advised me to be an employee in life. There is nothing wrong with being an employee, but me personally, actually, I am more free-spirited than that, and I am more into creativity. I am more into arts and things of that nature. They didn't want me to do arts. They didn't want me to do creative works. They wanted me to make sure that I got a job, right? So I adopted those fears myself, and they became parts of me. So like this whole thing has become a habit. It all has become my identity even. So whenever I think of the changes that I want, anything more that I can be, that true self that I am, wow, I'm scared. Like I could picture myself and I am so scared because that is totally possible, but I am so scared of letting go of that identity that has become me, right? So I wouldn't want to change it. I wouldn't want to change it. And that new version of me, even though it's so beautiful to think about it, and I can sense the magic of it all, I mean, it's so scary. That is a different world. And so that's my story a little bit. And I'm sharing my story here. Maybe that could strike a chord for some of you here. And it might take a lot of courage to even admit to it. So what I invite you to do is just take a pause, be honest with yourself. And by the way, it's okay. We all have fears, and that's only human. We all have fears, and even fears of the good things, right? That is odd. I know. I could not believe it when I realized that I'm scared of the things that I want, but yes, it's a natural thing. So just be really, really courageous here. Be gentle with yourself. Be patient with yourself. If you have those fears, if you have the same feeling, the same experience, because it would be too bad if you're giving up on your dream and not even trying to make it happen. If you feel like that's the only way for you to be happy in your life. So I invite you to pause and look deep into what is happening in your life and admit to it. And from there, you know what? I tell you, don't give up. If you need support, seek support. If you need to talk with people about it, you can talk to people about it. And by the way, I do encourage that here on my channel. So I invite you to also comment down below. I would like to know what your experiences have been. Do you have fear of changes yourself? And also maybe you have your own way of dealing with it, or if you have some breakthroughs, just comment down below. I would love to know, okay? And by the way, I have here, live life in full bloom, right? So, like I said, look into the fears, okay? Face them, and let's make sure that we live our lives in full bloom, all right? Thank you so much for watching this video. This is the very first video I am addressing this, but I will make more videos on the subject in the future. And also on this channel, we will talk about other subjects, but mainly I am passionate about self-development and personal growth, and also spirituality, the law of attraction, or more precisely, the law of vibration. That is my preference of calling it. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. For now, have a great day.